Hey guys, okay, so the last time you heard from me was, sorry, getting rid of the glare, after what happened at the party, where I found out about the guy I was into and the other girl and yada yada yada. So, yeah, as of Sunday, I don't remember where I left you guys off, but me and him were kind of, we were okay. We agreed to be fine with each other when we hang out in a group and all that. But, it seemed to me that after a lot of talking, especially Sunday, Monday, I kind of understood that he seems to not really know what he wants. He hasn't been in a relationship for a long time, so he's kind of fearing it, which I told him not really looking for a real relationship, but he doesn't really want to open up yet about why, and so I'm assuming it's something that's happened in the past, and that's him, and that's, if he wants to tell me, he can tell me on his own time. I'm not the kind of person that's going to pry into that. My ex, however, had been nagging me because on Sunday I was in a bummy mood because of what happened at the party. And, which, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the last video, but, he nagged me and nagged me. What's wrong? What happened? We were at a party, something happened, it was another guy, I know it was another guy, and I said, who cares if it's another guy? We're not together anymore. Who cares? That's none of your business. He's getting very needy and very obsessed, and I don't hate him for it. We were together 4 years, I know that he still loves me, and he's still in love with me, and he didn't want a relationship to end. But it did, and it had to, because I wasn't happy anymore. And I still love him too. I do. I know we can't be together right now, and maybe in a few years that'll change, but, anyway, so I got really mad and did a dumb thing and told him what happened. I didn't tell him the whole story. I just said, yeah, I made out with a guy on Saturday. And he was okay with it, then he got mad. Now today he's telling me, he feels like a weight has been lifted because he feels like, he was waiting around for me to come back to him, like, right away, and now he realizes that's not going to happen, so he feels better. I don't know. I told him that we need to kind of cut communication, which I've been trying to do. He's just, he just texts me and everything. I'm at the point where I'm about to, change my number because he's making me hate him with the way he's constantly texting me. It's driving me nuts, and it's stressing me out, and I had to tell him that you're stressing me out. I can't, every time I see a text from you, I'm getting aggravated, and that's not good for me. And then, and then he tells me I'm being a bitch, and I've got an attitude and this and that with him, and, sorry, it's my phone, and it's not good for him either, because he doesn't want to hear that from me. I don't want to be that way to him, so I told him we just need space. So the other guy, the guy I kissed on Saturday that I was into, and telling myself that I should just get over him and we'll be friends and whatever, he texted me yesterday. Let me see if I can find this text. And it was so funny. Because I was just saying to my friend at work, like a couple hours earlier, that I kept replaying when he and I made out, like, in my head, because it was awesome. It really was. And, God, he's so attractive, and I think that's part of the reason why I can't, stop thinking about it. So I'm complaining, I can't get out of my head, no, I need to move on, because clearly he's putting me, in his friend zone, and fine, if he wants me to be a friend, that's what I'm gonna be, yada yada yada. And then he texts me, yesterday afternoon, saying, I would be lying to you if I didn't say I wanted you then and there. Don't send me texts like that. So I texted him back saying, you were thinking about it too? Because I was, yeah. So that was that. It was like a really brief, texting back and forth, and then he disappeared, and I was like, damn you, don't tease me like that and then disappear. But he's so confusing. I don't know what the fuck he wants. So then he texted me later on last night about, you know, more personal stuff going on with his job, and how he's upset, and how he feels that he doesn't like living in New York anymore, and he wants to move, and this and that. And he kind of started to open up to me a bit, which kind of surprised me. And so I was just there as a friend to listen, and I told him, you know, you want to call me anytime to seriously talk stuff out, like, I'm here. And he was like, oh, thank you so much, you know, I'll do that if, you know, I feel I need to. And I'm just really confused, because for someone who told me I was wasting my time, so I decided I was going to back off and not text him for a while and give him his space and let him figure his stuff out. Like, he's been texting me almost every day since then. I don't know if it's an I feel bad thing, or if it's that, I don't know. I think, from what I can assess, I think he does like me. He is interested in me. I think he's got his issues. And so he doesn't know what to do, but he doesn't want to completely cast me off, and that's why he's talking to me. And I feel kind of, you know, glad that he can open up, because he seems like a person that it takes a little bit for him to get comfortable with people, to really even talk about himself and his feelings and things like that. So I'm glad that he feels that he can do that with me. And if I can just be there and be a friend for him, then that's what it is. I don't think he's a bad guy. I don't. I think he's just confused. And I'm just gonna be there in whatever capacity he wants me to be there for him. And that's fine. But yeah, so that's it. And I just checked in on him, like, today. I just sent him one text, like, are you feeling any better? And he just said a little bit. And that was about it. But, I don't know. The whole thing is just so crazy. It's so crazy. And I was telling my friends I'm going to become a nun, just so I don't have to deal with anything anymore. Yeah.